Zardoz speaks. The gun is good.
The gun is good!
The penis is evil. The penis shoots seeds and makes new life to poison the earth.
So these guys all cut their dicks out.
No, they're like
Or they don't have them in the first
they're
place.
considered chosen.
Yeah,
So they have dicks. But it's not for like consensual things. Yeah. Just barfs up guns and ammo.
What is this, Planet of the Rapes?
Terrible.
Basically.
Studio made them add a talking floating head before the scene with the giant talking floating head.
Yep.
Like, people won't understand this. We need another talking floating head.
I am Arthur Frayne, and I am Zardoz. I have lived 300 years, and I long to die.
It looks like a Monty Python reject.
Yeah, it does.
It looks like Eric Idle.
Well, and I love that once he gets close enough, you see it's drawn on instead of like any kind of makeup or.
I thought it was a shadow.
You know what everyone loves at the beginning of a movie? Exposition dumps.
Right. And in the director's commentary, he's like,
So this, the idea of this little scene was to make things a little clearer. It didn't work.
it didn't work.
I present now my story, full of mystery and intrigue, rich in irony, and most satirical.
Should we open our episode with one of our heads floating, explaining what this episode is going to be?
Yes.
In this tale, I am a fake god by occupation and a magician by inclination. Merlin is my hero.
I'm Zardo! This video will be fun! And you won't understand it! And it'll be hot! And dicks are evil! Take them down! Pretty much the gist. And shoot everything. Once you see something, shoot it.
Keep explaining. Explain more for the audience. They don't understand it yet.
All right, Sean Connery.
What is YouTube?
It's a collection of videos, mostly guys yelling about ladies in Marvel movies. And
Why is the mermaid black?
Yeah. Just barfs up guns and ammo.
How many Gaylords of guns and ammo is that?
That was two
Gaylords?
It's a bunch of guys.
Yeah, there's literally like 10 guys all in one shot.
A bunch of Union men throwing guns out of a thing.
So rank that in the history of cinema. How great of an opening was that?
Oh, Martin Scorsese stole it from Goodfellas.
Bingo.
Clearly. So,
Bingo.
number one.
Number one all time. Have these events happened yet? Or will they happen in the future? What?
Are they even happening? Are you in a glass pyramid just hanging out?
Go on.
Oh, yeah.
Go on.
Oh, yeah. He falls in like such a jackass.
And then she just like walks in.
Like the side door.
He slipped on a future banana peel.
He's like, what the fuck?
I asked for an aisle sheet.
Is he flying?
He's really good at falling. He just like, so I like take my time falling, all right?
You stole his lifting drink.
He's got really light bones.
Let me snack on your green bread, baby.
So he's doing something, and he's someone. Good to know.
Who wore it better? Me or Sean?
Sean, no contest.
Do I have to stand up? Show off my boots?
You need to eat a few more tamales.
More tamales?
You don't have all the like dirty white clay on you.
Or the hair. That's what you're missing.
I need a chest merkin.
Yeah,
Chest merkin.
Yeah, a
Chester merkin.
Show us more of your work.
Were those the best tamales you've ever eaten that were made by a man in a diaper?
Yes.
I know a guy with
One
incontinence.
time I was in coma.
Oh, my dingoes.
Penis is evil.
It's like a giant mini golf obstacle.
Ooh, our own Zardoz themed miniature golf course.
That'd be Zardoz Golf.
Do that.
Zardolf?
You gotta bounce it off the little glass prism thing.
Let's talk about the giant head. Does it have a horn if you get in traffic? Do you have
Who's
is there a
flying
horn?
Yeah, but it's like, oh. And
How is it flying around?
How does the head fly? How does it work?
Anti-gravity repulsors.
Is it a spaceship?
I don't mean
No, there
more,
was a spaceship. that
Who's
they don't
directing the
use.
spaceship around, or is it just going on around?
I thought it was all
automatically?
telepathy.
He gets shot and falls off of it, and it keeps going.
And then it goes
Because it's on
home.
auto brain.
Yeah, it's on auto brain.
Where the sea meets the land.
They don't have a word for that anymore.
Replay his last memory moments.
Flying out of a Zardoz mouth.
But then you see him.
I can see myself
in the third person.
falling.
Wait, he did die?
Yeah. What? Wait.
Play back the preceding images so we can discover how he suffered this fall.
It is permitted only to show the accident. No other memory image may be shown without the consent of the individual.
Isn't that some bullshit?
Reconstruction has begun.
Oh, look.
There.
He's a baby in a
It's a
sack.
baby.
I'm already a baby in a sack. It's cool.
When they land, do little shoulders pop out for landing gear?
No.
Is it little feet?
Nope.
Is it just the head lands?
Rock
Yeah,
bottom.
you have to
Yeah.
find a very flat surface to land on. Or else it's going to be all cockeyed and everyone's going
There's
to
no
laugh at
feet.
you.
It's like
No feet. No little shoulders.
It's like a
It's
like a
sitting on the beard.
helipad.
They probably landed on a hill several times and then tumbled down.
Penis is evil.
All right, I want a technically accurate synopsis of the film. What is this film about? A man in a diaper revolutionizes the world with his unique boner.
What is Wizard of Oz lacking?
Dicks.
Sex and dicks.
Sex dicks.
dicks.
Yeah.
Dicks.
Sex dicks.
Dicks and
Sexual
sex.
dicks.
Dicks of sex.
Because they have non-sexual dicks.
Yeah. It just felt
So the
good.
synopsis is Wizard of Oz, but with sexual dicks.
Yeah.
Okay, that checks out.
Feels like to me, there's not a lot of stuff that actually aligns with the Wizard of Oz.
Well, I don't know. It like gets. Well, yeah, okay. Aligning with the Wizard. There's lot
two-
more to the Wizard of Oz than the
There
one
are two
movie,
witch
though.
characters,
Yeah.
technically.
Book
is the real
9,
tornado.
TikTok of Oz. That's what the kids are into these days. You can see that sword totally wobbling. It's very rubber. Make the noise of a person getting stabbed. And this is Paul McCartney.
Sir Paul McCartney.
Sir. I want to watch more of those rapey snuff films. It's way better than our normal TV. This film is a mashup of what other movies?
Jurassic Park.
Jurassic Park.
Oh, I mean, the intro stole, or like Goodfellas stole the intro.
Goodfellas meets Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
Demolition Man meets The
Wizard of
Matrix,
Oz.
but it looks like Planet of the Apes.
I was thinking of making a Planet of the Apes joke with my costume, but I didn't want to sit here.
You're Mark Wahlberg.
I was
No.
thinking about making a...
I didn't want to sit here in a dinosaur head for more than 2 minutes.
How toasty are you in there?
I'm good now that the AC's on. No, it's perfect.
Okay.
That's
Yeah.
good.
I'm getting
Unzip a little
cold
bit.
now, so
I can
this is
tell.
a bad trade.
Yeah, I can tell.
How can you tell?
Oh, I don't want to tear it.
You wore this in Halloween, but you wore like little underpants
I
under
did.
it.
I'm wearing underpants under it. I just didn't have red ones.
Wow.
Because this diaper it came with, that somebody's
wouldn't-
coming to play. Somebody's coming out to party.
You playing a little peekaboo?
I had to get some extra red underwear. I
That's
thought for
why
sure
they-
I had red underwear and I couldn't find any.
That's why the costume designer got like a really long credit at the very beginning.
Well, it's also the director's wife. So
Yeah.
Nepo baby.
Save a few bucks.
It was her vision for Sean Connery to wear insane fucking thing.
He's like, I got Sean Connery, and she's like, I've got the perfect costume for him, John.
Yeah.
Let's embarrass him for the rest of time.
I'll measure him for the fitting myself. Don't worry, John.
Yeah.
I've got this.
Let me show you my inseam.
Measure twice, cut once.
I thought the movie should have spent some more time in the Outlands.
Yep.
Where we learn about, like, these people worship a weird giant head.
Oh, yeah.
And they have a weird religion based
But
around
all you
it.
get is them riding.
Those
guys are really running with fear, though, that are down on the ground.
Really getting whipped by this.
Yeah, they like literally hitting the shit out of him.
He infiltrates the world too fast.
Yeah.
I want to spend more time being like, what the fuck is going on?
agree
Are
with
these
that.
aliens that are manipulating
they
them?
find
Are
out
these
he can get
people?
hard, and then
Because that's
it
the
really
whole,
ramps
like,
up the
that's the
action.
made-up society. All the other society is, like, real and functional and has its own rules that are, like, organic. Whereas the society he's from is just, like, a dude's just, like, video game.
Yeah.
But yeah, every once in a while, a big giant head shoots out a bunch of guns and shells out.
And they work at that, and they've got a whole. It's kind of like what is it, Furiosa, the new.
Yeah, I was gonna say opening part where he says like the penis plants the seed. There's almost a reference to that line in
Fury Road.
In
Fury
where they
Road.
say the gun, is, the bullet is the seed planted
Yeah, I
and watch
remember
something
that.
die. They say that.
Maybe
It's almost like a
maybe the
mirror.
little tiny guy is the guy driving the head around.
But yeah, like in Fury Road, where they have like a weird religion based around like gasoline or something.
Yeah,
like
basically.
we would spend some more time in there. I want more of that.
Just their
You gotta take
giant
it in chunk of
surplus
time.
of old timey guns.
The most you get is Zed's character explaining like, "Oh yeah, I figured out it was all fake."
Well, there's like 5 or 6 different times where it's like, okay, now we're gonna go into his memories and do a flashback, or now this guy's gonna narrate a bunch of shit,
And
or
they
this
don't-
talking head's gonna explain things. It's like there's so many dumps of truth in this film.
Zardoz made us grow wheat.
This is a more recent memory. Cultivation has started. Show how you came into the stone.
It was I who gave you access to the stone. It was I. I bred you. I led you.
Only we could breed. Only the chosen.
Selective breeding, do you think? What has Arthur been doing out there all these years? You'll have to be thoroughly investigated.
I manipulate many of the characters and events you will see. But I'm invented, too, for your entertainment.
And there's no frame of reference for how long it took him to learn all that stuff.
.gov.
.gov?
Truthdump.gov. That's my blog.
Well, the thing at the beginning clearly was like filmed like 15 minutes before they showed it to anybody. Like,
yeah,
Eric Idle explaining that the film you're about to see is quite
go,
satirical.
film it, go, cut it.
Well, so
Hurry.
some things say like the studio forced him to do it. On the commentary, though, it sounds like it was his idea.
He watched
He's just
it
like,
through.
Yeah,
I came up with this to
this doesn't
explain
make
this
any
better to people, and it didn't work. He's like, so did the studio make him, or did he just
He
go?
came
"Oh,
down from being very
know.
high for a long time.
I feel like the studio said something like, "This is pretty obtuse,
Yeah.
John.
Yeah.
What can we do?" And he's like,
We thought this was going to be more like
"More
Deliverance."
floating heads."
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Well, some random guy showed up like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah. Yeah, basically.
You gotta fix this. Hurry.
Yeah, you gotta
What the
fix this up.
fuck even is this?
We wanted Deliverance too. You gave us fucking gay boots.
Put a fake mustache on this guy. Go.
Yeah.
Just take him right off.
We don't have time for a real fake mustache.
Now let's you just drop them pants.
Drop?
Just take them right off.
All right, can we break down the world, the classes of people?
There's the Brutals
Right.
that live in the Outlands, and it's their job to basically like make wheat. But there can't be too many of them, or else they'll overpopulate the Outlands. So they have to have a separate class of Brutals that are there just to kill other Brutals to keep the population in check. And this is all run by one dude who is one of the Immortals, or the Eternals?
Eternals.
Eternals.
And Eternals.
They are immortal.
They're the next step after Homo sapiens,
Yeah.
which
They're
we
the
see
children.
in a drawing on a wall.
Yeah.
They're the children of immortal scientists who tried to go into space and realized space was worse than Earth.
And then you have the rebels who are old Eternals.
Yeah.
Who fucked up and got voted
And want to
old.
die.
And that guy's name's Turtle?
Renegades.
Renegades, not rebels.
Renegades. They're basically just those turtles that want to die.
Bunch of senile old people
I
trying
would
to
not
take your
wanna
diaper
be-
off. I mean,
Pretty easy to beat him off.
Yeah, he is shoving him down.
Beat off all his
yeah,
old
there's
dude.
enough of them. How many old people can you take on? 100?
I don't know, they got soft, brittle teeth.
He's a serial rapist murderer. I think you could fend off a few
He's
of
just
them.
been nice to you this whole time.
It's not murder if it's your job.
They're sick of the whole
Or we're moody.
shtick.
Wait, as a whole, they're
They're
called
moody.
turtles? Turtles?
Turtles.
Turtles.
The
So
turtles. yeah.
Eternals and then turtles.
Yes.
There's turtles.
I thought it was the guy that made them. His name was Turtle, the old guy that died in a
No, he made
glorious
it.
manner.
Oh,
on
yeah,
screen.
yeah. His name, they called him the Turtle.
Tortuga.
So he was.
Oh, because he lived so long?
He's in Breaking
or was
Bad.
he slow? Or
That guy?
Sean Connery plays Zed.
Yes.
Who is Zed? What is Zed?
It turns out he has been selectively bred for generations in order to bridge the gap.
So
and
he's-
force the evolution of the Eternals.
Into the vortex.
He's some sort of super evolved mutant
Yeah.
that they made from the brutes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's full
Is-
of like a bunch of plankton that they.
He's young, dumb, and full of
shots of.
He's a soy boy.
Random
blue
microorganisms
algae.
they could had stock footage of.
It's you. Your genetic structure. Your life chart.
His DNA is made out of jellyfish. So he's a super smart mutant. Is he smarter than the Eternals?
That's what they portray.
At first, I thought he was an idiot.
Because he took his awakening
yeah.
and
He
then
acts
learned
very dumb.
everything. He's gone blind for no reason.
From the psychic attack.
That's
very clear.
And he doesn't understand when he's walking into a bunch of thread.
They could have
Doesn't
waited
understand
a
that.
second until he started running into stuff.
Yeah.
Fuck this loom.
We gotta get to the. They say he's blind earlier. It doesn't make any
Not
sense.
only is he blind, he's also dumb as shit right now.
This place is built on lies.
Hey, he's blind.
Suffering.
He got better.
Yeah, he's not blind anymore.
Immediately.
As soon as there's boobs out, he can see again.
Boobs cure blindness.
I
Can't you
I
see
can't,
that?
I can't see.
I can always see
I can't
that.
see at all.
I think it's a movie for teenage boys, and if you get hard, that's cool, dude. And you're gonna get real smart, and everybody's gonna like you. Nobody else can, just you. They're like,
Cut to
Immortal.
Kama Sutra.
He's like, I started as a 12-year-old.
Page number
Mine was really
77.
I really want to write a script in which I go, cut to Kama Sutra. Everybody shut up. This is the best scene in the movie.
yeah, wait.
This
Penic erection was one of the many unsolved evolutionary mysteries surrounding sexuality. But nobody could quite determine how this becomes this. Many hanged men died with an erection.
So Zed shows up and saves them from their immortality.
They're stagnant.
They want to die, right?
Yeah, they do.
But they
They're
can't
tired of
die. And he saves them from that. How?
They
I
got
would
real
wanna-
stagnant and passive aggressive.
I would want to. Their lifestyle's not like an incredibly enjoyable experience.
Yeah, it doesn't
It's
look
just-
fun.
I think they could guess everything that's going to happen because of their shared mindset. And then he pops up and he's so mysterious. And then he whips out that boner.
Sexuality declined, probably because we no longer needed to procreate. Eternals soon discovered that erection was impossible to achieve.
And
And
everybody,
they're like, whoa, things get wild
everybody,
now.
everybody loses their shit.
Finally, we can die.
They're like, fuck culture, we don't need that shit.
From utopia to pure anarchy.
In like a week.
Yeah.
Just because they
Just
saw
'cause of one dude with a working
dude
In a
dude
week's
with a
time,
boner.
this feels
Yep.
like
One boner.
a good like 12 hours.
We've all been sitting here a week, right?
Yeah.
How does he bring death to the vortex?
I think
Right.
he
Something.
tricks the AI into like turning itself off.
Right, because they
Yeah.
can't turn it off, and if they die, they get reincarnated in a tube.
Yeah, it's like an original
So does-
Star Trek episode. Like you got to trick the computer with a logic problem.
So he's
It
such a
is a lot like
super
that, actually.
smart mutant that he can figure out how to turn off their reincarnation program, but they can't figure that out.
Yeah.
Is that what the movie's about?
I think they were too bitch-ass to do it themselves.
Or
Whereas he was
wimps.
like, yeah, I'll turn off your fucking reincarnation shit. I don't give a fuck.
That's a very rarely speaks.
There's just a big hole in the plot right there.
Explain that, Jeff.
It was I.
Is Zardoz a true drug movie?
I love that.
Well, I've only watched it drunk and high. And yeah, it works for both those two drugs.
I mean, as someone who does drugs often and watches Zardoz often, I think they go beautifully together. In fact, I would say the more drugs you do and when you watch Zardoz, the more you understand it.
How does it compare to like Hodorowski movies?
It's not that druggy.
Right.
No, it's not
This is
that
my
druggy.
point. It's
Yeah.
not that much of a drug movie.
Well, he's also so much more under your skin as a director and
Hodorowski
visualist.
is?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Like-
he's way more into where your higher consciousness
Yeah.
meets like other things. This
He is
isn't necessarily
high art.
about higher consciousness.
John Boorman was trying.
Yeah, this is the thing, is this movie has so much like exposition.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, it'll be trippy, and then it's like, well, now I have to explain all the classes of society,
Yeah,
and then what
yeah.
happened, and then they built a spaceship.
But they
It's
wait,
like-
they wait a real
They
long
do.
time to pull
Like,
the trigger on
But
that.
it's compared to some real drug movies where it's like, no, they don't care to explain this shit at
I
all.
think it's
just like,
better
I
and
don't know.
trippier than Easy Rider.
Yeah, I think Easy Rider is like portrayed as a drug movie, which is like, no, those people are just like smuggling cocaine. Like that's
Isn't it
not
just
like a
guys
mind
driving around
altering
on
drug.
motorcycles
That's
slapping
like
each
a
other?
party drug.
So
It's just Dennis
shit
Hopper was really
happens.
fucked up. So
Well, I also think
Everybody
Dennis
else,
Hopper
yeah.
was a better just like person than he is an actor. Like everything I read about Dennis Hopper is like cool, but I really have never seen him act in anything other than Super Mario Brothers that I like loved.
What?
Yep.
You didn't
What
love my
about
science project?
Blue
Apocalypse
Velvet's
Now?
okay. Apocalypse Now's okay.
Paps,
Those
Blue
are okay
Ribbon.
performances, but like when you really watch Dennis Hopper act, you're kind of like.
Speed?
Like, didn't he do the Monkeys movie?
Head.
yeah, he made, that's what I was gonna say. He made it really
Yeah.
correct.
And it's like-
That's more of a drug movie. isn't
Yeah,
it?
that's a
Easier.
drug.
Yeah, Head's a drug movie.
Yeah,
for
that's
sure.
a drug movie.
But
Alright.
just making a movie so shitty that you have to do a lot of drugs to
do-
enjoy
Is
it.
that a
I don't
drug
think,
movie?
I don't think that makes
That's
it a
my
drug-
question. To me, this is like
it's just a terrible movie.
This is
Yeah.
you got really drunk and then got weird ideas and were like, now I need to write all this exposition to explain the shit I shot already.
Yeah, yeah. Maybe it's a drunk movie trying to be a drug movie.
That's what I was trying to get at.
Ah.
There it is. All right, I got a
I
clip.
think it's just a true expression of art and
That's the lead.
hard work
You just
done
left
by a
that
lot of
little
guys.
edit there.
I love that. I love that part.
Jack in the Box.
Yeah, wait. So he goes to just an apartment, some like random 70s apartment.
No, it's Arthur's. Yeah.
It's where the head
But-
parks.
Head's got its own
Green.
landing spot.
It's like a helipad.
Yeah. It's a headipad.
Skywalk thing.
Headipad.
I just love that he points a gun at the Jack in the Box.
Yeah.
It pops out. And
Yeah.
he's like,
I
you
love
get to
that's
go-
the best acting in the
kill
whole
you.
movie. Is like he's acting like he's never seen a Jack in the Box before, and it's very convincing.
He probably never had. Sean Connery didn't have a childhood.
didn't have a child.
Axe, little boy. Axe.
Act, you son of a bitch.
What happens next? Why didn't you guess they get high on his sweat? Like, come on. It's obvious. What's the category on Pornhub for this?
Bisexual sweat kissing.
I'll check and see if that's a thing.
Yeah, it's pure uncut Connery right there.
It has to be part of the pitch to Connery. Like,
All right, here's the top result for bisexual sweat kissing.
let's just be.
Does that apply? Is that good? It's just
Dick and a butt.
Why didn't you
disappointing.
search for a more relevant?
well. Give me a
You
better.
just wanted to
Give
show
me a
us-
better search term.
Just wanted to see, show me some weird human
I just
pyramid.
wanted bisexual sweat kissing.
You just wanted to show us a lady getting fucked. Respect.
I searched Zardoz on Pornhub. There's a user called Zed_Zardoz. Is this LSD sweat? What's going on here?
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, I think that's what they're
We should take
referencing.
a long time to talk about this whole. This is a crazy thing.
Because what's wrong with these people to begin with? It's
These are the apathetics.
Yeah.
yeah. They're just
So-
It's not a lot of sweat to go around.
You idle, apathetic, melancholy.
Go on, monster.
Didn't Zardoz tell you about the apathetics?
It's a disease.
What's going on here?
I'm just playing with her dead arm.
She's fucking out.
I've been doing it for a while.
Everything that's going
She hasn't. She finally moved.
That's the Gen Z, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are boomers the super old people that are in tuxedos?
Yeah.
The renegades. They're condemned to an eternity of senility.
Now hear this, you old farts!
The millennials are the fucking.
And the millennials are the
Brutals.
ones that are like, please kill us!
Yeah.
Anyone, we want
No,
to
the
die.
brutals. The millennials are the
Oh,
brutals.
the millennials are the
We're
brutals.
just the fucking workhorses of the,
Who are the
baby
ones that are
boomers.
people
Put into like some weird little concept of a world that doesn't actually function right, so
Yeah.
they have to constantly change the rules.
Yeah.
All right, let's look at some
Jobs.
freshman creative writing.
Jobs.
Homo erectus, and
It's a
Homo
slow
sapien, and
growth.
Neanderthal.
Question
then
mark.
Eternal, then question mark.
Question.
Beetle
Question mark on the wall. I
Where
love
does this
it.
movie be going? I also like how they didn't put Homo Eternal. That kind of bugs me.
Yeah, they just go to Eternals.
Like, we're done with the whole homo thing.
Yeah, Cro-Magnum's got no homo.
Oh god, I broke it.
What is going on? That's not Zardoz. That is not Zardoz.
Oh my god, we went to the vortex.
I would have liked this scene to just him being licked by everyone.
Yeah.
Just like tongues out, just
I mean, wouldn't that would be your first instinct if they're just like sharing this little
Yeah, go for the source.
one drop of sweat, they're they can handle like give him a full lick.
Look at that face he's got.
Yeah.
It's Halloween, you guys. It's
Oh,
totally
yeah,
Halloween
it's
right now.
Halloween.
What are you as right now?
Dickhead. A flanneled dickhead.
A flanneled dickhead. He's supposed to be me.
I'm hipster trash.
That's fun.
A flannel. You're supposed to have a graphic tee. First one to bleed gets 10 points.
Gah!
So you're giving him points.
Fuck yeah, baby! Who needs points when your friend's bleeding? Yeah, I love the weird little shrine. It's almost like a weird little jerk-off booth in a porn shop.
Which I've never been in.
What? You haven't lived, man.
You don't know about nudie booths?
It's disgusting.
I feel like in this camera, it looks like your pumpkin is like right here. So we're doing like an Austin Powers shot right now. You're just reaching in there. So anyway, on Halloween, I wore this get-up. And I went to a party with Aaron's friends. And so I had this exchange about 40 times in a row. Wow, Jeff, you really went all out. I don't know what you are, but it's a lot.
Well, you're
And
scaring
I have
us.
to pull out my phone and be like, I'm this. And they're like, oh, yeah, you are that. Good
You're in
job.
the movie, sorry,
What the fuck is
Sean
that?
Connery.
That's
Zardoz.
awesome.
So I explained the movie about 400 times.
Oh, really interesting, Jeff, you fucking creep. God, look at you.
So then we came home.
You're embarrassing us. I'm your wife.
We came. That's a pretty good Aaron.
Look at you.
Do you talk to her a lot? So we came home
What are you
so
doing
she
yourself?
could go to bed because it was like 10 p.m. And then I went next door to a different Halloween party
My party.
where just about everyone was like, Zardoz, that's great, good job.
Yeah.
And everyone, whether they knew Zardoz or not, was like, wow, Jeff, you went all out. Except for one person. There was one particular person who saw it on Instagram and was like, way to go, not going full Zardoz, you little wimpy bitch. Something like that, what did you say?
You just didn't do a full Zardoz.
I didn't go full Zardoz, he said.
Because you're wearing little underpanties.
I was wearing too much underwear for your liking.
Oh,
Too much.
are you bicycling as
I mean, I think I offered to give you
Basically,
my red
I
short
got-
shorts.
There's something about
I
the
mean,
hip
even now you're
bone
not doing
that is
you're
so
wearing
sad.
You're wearing a
I got-
bathroom.
I got cold.
No, well, I'm not going to fault you for the bathroom
And
in
what
your cold ass
order
house
are
that
your
you
bullets
cooled
in? Your
for
bullets are
mine
in no
and
order.
this turkey's
Yeah.
benefit.
Yeah, you guys showed up being like, God, it's fucking hot in here. And I'm like, yeah, let's crank up the AC.
I'm a turkey.
Okay.
Also,
It's
thank
for
you
a
for
reason.
asking.
I mean, how much of my ball sweat did you want on your couch? That's a trick question. It's all self-contained
all in
within
your
the suit.
socks.
It's all recycled.
You breathe it back in?
You're pissing right now.
I am pissing right now.
You drink your own poop in that?
You got it right here.
Drink
Just gotta
your
get
own
it from the tap
All
in the
right,
bottom.
I got a clip. This is called Climbing into the Brain of a Cult Leader. Accurate description?
Or what they want, yeah.
I mean, yeah, you're gonna come when you taste Sean Connery's.
Ooh, eat that leaf.
Dirty old.
I still don't know what the leaf does. Anybody?
Yeah, nope.
No idea.
They don't come back to
he
it.
said-
It's like a bay leaf. It's like for seasoning.
He said something about like
You
eat
eat
it when you need this, or eat it when.
Yeah, I thought
But
it
it
was like a
doesn't-
suicide pill or something.
It doesn't do anything.
I
don't
think
know.
it blocks them from being able to track him with their weird telepathy.
It's a psychic blocking maneuver.
Oh.
Yeah.
I can see that. That may
Is that
be,
why-
I think maybe that's what it is.
That may be
Is that
the
why
only
koalas eat so
explanation.
many eucalyptus leaves?
Yeah, they're trying to be psychically blocked from all the Australians, which
Are koalas flat earther tinfoil hat types?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yep.
They
Okay.
are quiet little
Good fact.
bastards.
The film is set in what year?
2293.
Oh,
And
93.
at the very beginning, Mr. Frayne, as a floating, talking screensaver head, says he has lived 300 years.
I wish he hit the corner perfectly.
Kadunk. Which means he was born in 1993.
Oh.
And he is currently 30 years old.
What was Jess born in 1993?
I was going to ask Jess about this, but she's not here.
Yeah.
What year is she born? What
Yeah,
year,
I think
what year is his
93.
girlfriend born? He doesn't know. Anybody?
Oh, come on. It's hard to do
YouTube
math.
comments?
I don't know when anyone's
What did-
girlfriend.
Ask in the comments.
What did she just turn?
How old is this lady?
Is she 30?
Jess.
Yeah, she just turned 30.
She
Yeah.
just turned
You
30.
just turned 30.
So she's
30?
the
Happy
exact same
birthday,
age as
Jess.
Arthur Frayne.
Maybe 30 is next year.
I thought she was
Oh my
28.
god.
Hope you had a great
I was going to say
birthday.
28 as well.
I think she turned
out.
Jess.
I lost track. It's in the suit.
Plus or
How
minus
old am
2.
I?
You're 31.
No, I'm 35
No, he's way more than
now.
31.
Oh yeah. They grew up so fast.
And I trusted you for Jess's age. You don't even know my age.
I don't even know
I'm
what year it is
35.
now. So
Yeah.
she's in this
I think
generation.
she's really going to enjoy this
Yeah.
conversation.
We're the senile old people who can't adapt.
Yeah, and remember anyone's age.
But Jess is one of the Eternals. She's Charlotte Rampling. Fun fact. Okay.
This is a hard pause for me.
Good say it.
You don't like this one?
No, I do like
okay.
this one.
Yeah. And is this the rope? The
Because we're
AI's
males.
comes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. It
The
just it draws a white line back and forth. This is what the Zardoz porn should be on Pornhub. Just start drawing white lines on stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, once you find out where the name Zardoz comes from, you're going to be like,
Yeah, what does Zardoz mean? What do you think it means?
Yeah, what do you think Zardoz means?
What
I
is
thought it was a
Zard-
person.
It is,
The
but
guy was like,
what
I'm
does-
Zardoz.
What does it mean?
Something about cum, probably, right? These people are all about dicks and cum.
That's fair.
What is the book?
They were more focused on the.
Check it out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So is this movie set in Kansas?
Who's the
Not
Tin Man?
anymore.
Which of the characters in The Wizard of Oz was known for having the best penis?
Dorothy.
That kind of checks out.
Yeah.
There was a lot of cut material about how people get erections in
Yeah,
the
yeah.
original Wizard of Oz.
Yeah, the Tin Man is like, if I only had some nuts.
Oh,
Back to the robot
I
cum.
don't know about that. So this film has a lot in common with The Matrix. It's a future filled with people growing in pods, a whole lot of apathetic people. Basically, nobody has any connection with reality. They have supercomputers that are like in charge, that are maybe evil.
So they decide all the things in their world, but they can't get a robot to show them a memory?
This is goddamn civil rights. The
AI's
ACLU
gone
is
too
just
far.
out of control in the future. The NRA and the ACLU took over. They made giant stone heads that kill people but won't show you their internet search histories.
That are kind of controlling.
But you can't interact with them other than talking to them, and a lot of the time they go, "Are you sure? Do you really want me to do
Yeah,
that?"
and they won't,
Vis-a-vis.
they won't tell you everything.
Is that a priority request?
Yes.
Why do they ask this time and not any other time?
This robot sucks.
Do you really need to know that?
God, I'm fucking busy. Is that really
Yeah.
a thing you need to tell me right now?
I'm really busy. Do
Their
you need
computers
this
stopped
calculation?
and-
Everybody has these
tonight?
fucking rings. I gotta answer these fucking questions.
Have you seen the price of GPUs lately?
Spread
Come
so
on.
fucking thin. Get another guy in here. Nah, I'm not gonna do that.
Concordantly.
We
They
can't-
just see Colonel Sanders to
We
like,
gotta wait till the
represent
end of the
it, you know?
movie for that lady.
The computer that thinks it knows better.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then you can enter a weird virtual reality crystal by like sliding into a mirror.
What?
And you
In
see
The
him.
Matrix, He gets in the first time with a mirror.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
What if you were unable to wake from that dream?
You have penetrated me.
You have penetrated me. In the director's commentary, in this part, he says, you can fast forward through this part. And then a chosen one with special powers shows up via a follow the white rabbit sort of thing, where someone's like giving him clues.
He led me on like a game.
Had you seen a book before?
Never.
And that person is named something funny like Morpheus or Zardoz.
What was Paul McCartney's name?
Friend.
That was literally his character's name.
His character's name is
His
Friend.
His parents were really bad at naming. They were space scientists.
Ever hear the expression, if looks could kill? Well, here they come.
He's like, no, I've never heard that expression. I don't have a word for where the land meets the sea.
I'm a rape, murder horseman. I don't know.
I have 8 words for rape, and I don't have 1 word for beach.
And they just referred to him as Zed's friend for so long that
Zay friend.
We'll figure something
let's
out.
Just call him friend.
We will definitely finish this project.
Hey man, what is that guy's name? We shut up. We gotta fucking do this. We're running out of money. Draw that mustache on.
Continuation of the trial of George Seddon of Vortex 4.
George
Seddon, accused of transmitting...
Oh yeah, it's spelled with a D.
I love
I checked. How do you jack into the Matrix in Zardoz?
Good question.
You gotta show everybody you can get your dick hard.
Yeah.
And then they go,
How does Sean Connery enter the crystal?
Diagonally.
Well, you gotta look at it for a second confusedly and then go, whoa.
There it is.
Yes.
Is the future of teaching topless women touching you while they read Wikipedia?
No, but I wish.
Is that the future?
In a lot of ways. That
We
would
start
be
with
nice.
Zoom calls and we end with that?
I don't know, but I'll do a Rodney Dangerfield back to school.
There you go.
It sounds
Yeah.
like college and OnlyFans
Well.
will just combine at some point.
College and OnlyFans.
I'm basically doing that right now.
God for that, man.
So I got a clip for that. The future
You
of
will take our
teaching.
knowledge by osmosis.
Doing blackface.
This part is so
That's how you
ridiculous.
get. That's how you can't teach anymore. You're doing blackface.
You will take our knowledge by osmosis. We will touch teach you, and you will give us your seed.
And there you go, Jurassic Park.
In any given phenomenon or thing, the unity of opposites is conditional, temporary, and transitory. This law operates universally, whether in the natural world, in human society, or in man's thinking.
She has a big old hair on her nipple.
Data is transferred better.
Steven Spielberg loves
naked
Zardoz.
So this is the scene in The Matrix when they plug him in and he's like, I know Kung Fu.
Yeah.
I know Latin poetry.
I know Renaissance painting.
I know culinary arts.
I know calculus.
I know advanced algebra.
What do they call that?
You'd be
that method
disappointed
of
by
Osmosis.
touch teaching.
Oh.
It's actually Wizard
Like
of
Reiki?
Osmosis.
Touch teaching.
Where you do this?
If I may.
Reiki?
Yeah.
Reiki?
Is
Reiki,
touch
Reiki?
teaching how I get fired?
Yes.
Probably. Yeah, 100%.
I hope so. Christ.
Yeah.
What's the... what are they doing over there?
Yeah. What?
Regulations going.
This
You guys
turned
want to
into
talk about
Good God.
Demolition Man?
I love Demolition Man.
Wesley
I don't
Snipes?
see the full
Yes.
comparison,
Sylvester
though I love
Stallone.
that movie.
Well, I've got a paragraph written for that. An antiquated brute is brought into a wimpy, sterile, sexless utopia.
That part? Yeah.
Teaches them about sex because they don't fuck in Demolition Man.
Well, they fuck.
They do a weird VR thing.
They
They're
do
not allowed
head-
to touch
yeah,
each
head
other.
fucks.
Kissing is bad.
Yeah, they make each other come by all.
They put on the
Yeah,
helmets.
well, that one guy came when he had a stroke. When they're all...
Oh,
He's
we're talking about
Demolition
Demolition
Man.
Man.
We're talking about See, they're the same movie. You guys are talking about different movies.
Yeah.
You didn't realize
Yeah.
that.
Where's Rob Schneider in this, huh? Explain that, Jeff.
Meditate on this at second level.
Second level. It's the future.
You're only second level.
Their meditation goes to 2.
Boomy.
I will not go to second level with you.
I will not go to second level with you.
God, he's such a bad... He puts no effort into this part at all. Cut to Magical Mystery Tour.
No, cut to the first Wings album.
Fucking woke ass future, dude.
Renegade.
I guess you go for it.
I do love me some Ringo, though.
Yeah, I think Ringo's
Ringo's
the
just
most
us.
naturally funny.
More of a Styx guy.
Recast Sean Connery with Ringo Starr. How's the movie different?
Oh my
How's
god.
it different?
Ringo
Sean.
carrying a rickshaw is pretty
Oh
funny.
my god. I'm really tired. I can't carry this around anymore.
The Brute is brought in specifically via a secret scheme by one of the cult leader guys who needs some violence to accomplish his goals. Right? So he needs
rickshaw man.
He needs a Brute to do it for him, and then it backfires. Also, they have weird punishment. In Demolition Man, punishment is you're frozen, but you don't age. Whereas in this, they don't freeze you, but they like age you instantly.
Yeah,
so
you have to have like several annoying like Zoom conversations, and then they age you 5 years.
Sentence: George Saden will be aged 5 years.
Welcome to paradise.
So you just got a prom and you have a stroke?
You're gonna.
I have a serious question. They only aged one half of them, right?
Yeah.
Does his left ball hang like 500 times farther than his right ball?
Most likely, yes.
He says yes.
Just from, being a real scientist.
For being a real scientist.
I'm a ball scientist.
It's just testology.
In Demolition Man, there's a very talkative person. Anybody? Not Rob Schneider. Edgar Friendly, played by Dennis Leary. Just doing Bill Hicks the whole time.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Edgar Friendly. And in this, you have a talkative guy named Friend.
And they are both like the revolutionary element of the newer world.
That's right. Friend and friendly.
Yeah.
This guy has to fill a lot of rules for all these things to make sense. Though.
Wow.
Because that's one
A lot of
character.
connections.
Eyes are open.
A lot of connections.
You are fine, for repeated violations of the verbal morality statute.
So much for the seashells.
Come to my center. Come into the center of the crystal.
You are fined 2 credits for violation of the verbal morality statute.
I do feel
Crazy.
like it's a very influential thing that like a lot of things are kind of cribbed from.
He doesn't know how to use the 3 seashells.
That I'll never understand.
Dude, everybody knows that.
All right. Speaking of a wimpy, sexless utopia.
Oh, it's like the painting.
Just toss her in the hay, man.
Yeah.
Lady.
I love
Hey,
that.
like, fuck this
That's
painting.
how you
I
know
hate
he
this
actually
painting.
did it. He's like, whoa, this is harder than I thought.
Yeah.
It's probably why Connery signed on. He's like,
Again,
oh,
yeah.
and you'll be like
Another
throwing
one of
chicks.
Another piece of white shotgun we signed on.
Yeah.
You can grope a woman.
And chuck her in some hay.
He's like, look, I'll drive my shelf if I can throw some chicks.
Speaking of a wimpy, sexless utopia.
The tracer indicates that this image is not erotically stimulating to the brutal. Change.
This doesn't seem to affect him either.
Just get you hard, you fucking mud loving freak. Oh, you love mud, huh? Me too. It's coming so hard. Can he do it? Can he do it?
And then a golf clap.
Da-na-na. So she's a scientist?
Boner scientist. So in the future, guns still work.
Hundreds of years.
300-year-old guns still work just fine.
Yep.
Yeah. You gotta keep oiled.
I was hoping
No
they'd
oil,
show like
no rust.
the guy who runs a
Some
gun-
armor in
yeah.
the back,
Yeah.
just cleaning all these guns.
Yeah.
Selling guns,
There's
cleaning
just
guns.
one guy that's always the gun
Like
guy.
Red Dead Redemption or
It's
something.
like, hey, I need about 40,000 guns this week.
We got a lot of guns to spit, buddy. Come on.
We got a lot of guns here.
Dig up all those old guns that
and
we
did-
have somehow.
Do they need to keep vomiting guns at them? Surely they've got enough guns. Just
Yeah.
ammo.
Oh yeah, they
I
should
guess
just have
nobody's
refills.
cleaning them,
That's
so just like
I
they
guess
throw
they're all
them away.
getting rusty. You know?
Yeah, they
Do
probably
they use them to beat somebody to death while they run on the beach?
It's
I
crooked.
got blood on my gun. Now
How
it's
do
all
they-
rusty.
How do they draw them to the beach? Because it seems like you go to the beach, you get run
There's-
down and murdered really
yeah, there's a
easily.
lot of
So you
beach
just stay away
action.
from the beach. Explain that, Jeff.
Plot
A
hole.
lot of the time they're killing people by the beach, so like, it's just so enjoyable. You gotta go down.
Really bad connotations
Yeah,
to me.
that's Boorman's idea of a
Sex
good
murder
kill.
beach. Yeah, how often does the head come around?
I would say it's like a quarterly thing.
Quarterly.
There's a lot of guns.
They're coming up with weed
It's
every
only
quarter.
like
But
maybe
what if
like
they have a different
So they
calendar?
get weed.
I mean, surely he's got crop rotation, like, in...
Obviously, they must have.
Or else
crop
he's just
rotation.
fucking around.
It's a green grain though, so it's not like we can compare it to normal wheat.
one day Shankar will come.
Remake ideas.
Oh,
Remake if you remake it today.
Terry
The
Crews.
head's gonna be
remake it.
bigger. The
No,
head's
no.
gonna be a lot bigger.
the only thing that you would really need to change to make it not so of its era is the plastic bags.
No, use real plastic. Show how strong plastic is.
I think that
They're on my back. I gotta
And
show this plastic.
Benjamin.
And the
I've got
costumes.
one word for you. Plastics. The future is forever plastic. That's all that's left.
There's a lot of dry cleaning bags.
Yeah.
I mean, I keep all my
That's
action
fine.
figures in plastic, so...
Well, these people have real vaginas.
That's not true. You've seen
What?
my action figures. Yeah, the houses
Hey, buddy,
need
my
to be
boss says we
plastic.
gotta have plastic, and we're not gonna give you money till you show us plastic.
But I think it's also like bizarre because Zed's costume is so good, but everyone else's costume is so bad.
I don't know. I kind of like the hand macrame costume idea because it
Everyone's-
shows that they're just like sitting around and like, what are we gonna
No,
do?
they're
With
all-
our
like a
fucking
loom.
free time.
They're
I guess
all
we'll, like,
crop tops
knit.
with long sleeves.
I will not go to second level. No. I will not go to second level with you. No.
No, they're all
It's like a bunch
crocheted.
of crop tops
They're
and
spending
crocheted.
a long time crocheting a lot of stuff.
Crocheted crop top.
Crocheted full shirts.
That's my gang name, actually.
Like-
Crocheted crop top.
Crochet crop top.
These weird, crazy
Crocheted
pants.
crop top.
I
They
think
also
that
look
shows
like-
that like their society is just like.
All right, this is a lot to say
Lockstep.
that in your remake, less plastic.
Like underwater avatar looking stuff.
Just drown everyone.
So your Zardoz
Not
is
out of the
Avatar
water,
2.
though. No.
Avatar
no,
free.
No. You guys don't have the vision.
Zardoz meets Avatar 2.
Fire World.
Mine was made in 1981
Nice.
with Malcolm McDowell as Zardoz.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
In his 40s.
Caligula Malcolm McDowell doing
Yeah.
just doing
Prime Malcolm McDowell.
yeah,
81,
doing
how old is
cocaine.
he?
Well, Caligula's 79, so this is like prime Caligula time.
My brutal friends call me Zardoz.
And I would need more Zardoz. He's not in the movie enough. I need more of
Yeah.
him being a weird magician guy.
It was I.
And then I have Arnold Schwarzenegger as Zed because he's a superhuman, super bred mutant thing.
No.
Yeah.
Schwarzenegger, and he doesn't talk a lot. You know,
Yeah.
that's an ideal Schwarzenegger role. He's not talking a lot.
he-
He's raping women.
He was in a previous role where he wore very little.
He who fights too long against dragons becomes a dragon himself. Nietzsche.
He who fights too long against dragons becomes a dragon himself. Nietzsche.
I would replace Freckly Lady with Helen Mirren,
A
who is
young Helen Mirren.
who is in Caligula, by
Yeah.
the way. And I'd keep Charlotte Rampling.
Deliciously so.
And then I'm getting the actual Paul McCartney
oh.
for Friend instead of fake Paul McCartney.
I would want to do it modern day.
Ringo Starr as Zed.
I would do Michael Fassbender as Zed.
Okay, Fassbender.
Dick out.
Dick out.
Wieners.
Full dicks
A lot
out.
of wieners. Do we see wieners in
Yeah,
this?
in
I
this,
would have a full dick
in
scene.
yours they show him get fully hard.
Yeah, I would
Yeah.
show him fully get like, and it would be real. It'd be one of those things where you have to pay Fassbender
And
more.
everybody's
Yeah,
like,
Everyone's like,
oh, God.
Fassbender gets real erection.
Oh, it's too big and scary.
Remake of
There's a full
Zardoz.
freak out.
Yeah.
Stop! Make it stop!
Yeah.
Oh God!
It would be fun to have one actress play almost everybody, all of the women actors.
Mary-Kate and Ashley Olsen playing all the females.
Yeah, there we go.
What about Elizabeth?
Turn.
Since Mix Up in
Throw her
Paris.
in, yeah.
Elizabeth plays.
Name
someone.
any of the female characters' names in this film.
Can't do it.
Consuelo. That's the only one I
Consuelo.
remember.
Can't do
Because
it.
it's stupid.
The freckled one.
I go Tandy Newton.
I can see that.
Oh, she's a good actress.
Yeah.
Yeah, she looks very similar to
You know,
that
she
lady.
pops up a lot from time to time. I'm always
your
watching a movie and
dreams.
I'm like, whoa. Well, yeah, that too.
All right, so you started with Freckle Lady as your main go-to. As I'm casting Freckle Lady
Tandy
first.
Newton, yeah, she's gonna be Freckle Lady.
You're gonna really lean into Freckle
Lady. I mean, she carries all the way. She's doing a lot of exposition. She's doing a weird blanket scene, like they're in a romantic
psychic
comedy.
power
and
stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, nobody knows what happens here.
That's a psychic attack, clearly.
That is a psychic attack.
He had a lot of current day police training where he just doesn't say anything, starts shooting immediately.
De-escalate.
It's like flashing back into a...
I would try to keep the rock
rom-com?
head almost exactly the same.
You're not changing the head.
I would make it look more realistic, that's all.
You know what I'm doing?
Full
I'm
flash.
expanding the Zardoz cinematic universe. I'm doing a prequel
Oh my god.
called Zed.
Certainly looked indestructible.
So, out of my way, bitch! Have some flour!
Classic.
Just like Batman.
But it's also about
the
Zardoz guy.
But if it was only about him, it would just be about
smuggling
him.
out the plans to make Zed.
There you go.
Oh, a very Rogue One situation.
There you go.
Zed One.
Zed One. If it's just Zed, it's just him raping and pillaging and murdering.
Well, I'm gonna go pretty light on the raping. It's gonna be more about him and the
You're gonna do
books.
more
If it's
about
his
Zed,
early
but less
days,
rape?
it's mostly him and the
more
raping
Zed.
and the
That's the
murdering.
quote of the day. I'm gonna go pretty light on the raping.
pretty light on the raping. Just
Is there enough rape in the film?
a whole.
Yes, there's plenty. There's too much.
There's enough.
Because one person in
too much.
particular thought should have been more rape.
Who, you?
Charlotte Rampling was disappointed that her sex scene, rapey scene with Sean Connery didn't go on long enough.
When she was
Whoa.
She wanted more of a rapey scene.
Wait, I thought that was the one consensual sex scene
They
in the
have
whole
they
film.
have two, don't they? They have a rapey one
end.
and then
When they make their
and then a
child.
regular one later, I think.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Well, they have an
Yeah.
earlier scene where he
Nah.
rapes.
She complained that
Yeah.
their sex scene wasn't
No.
long enough. Maybe I'm wrong.
There's
Is that a priority request?
for Mustache Man, like 2009 Rebel Wilson.
Okay. Does she get it up and really impresses everyone?
Or Melissa, or current day Melissa McCarthy.
Okay. Gender swap.
Oh yeah.
The cervix is evil.
The cervix.
Yeah, that is where babies come from.
Explain that, Jeff. Oh, I'm doing Chris Farley as Zed though.
Oh.
Or do they have a giant head? Big head, get out there.
Here comes the bride.
Sean Connery is not acting here. He's just like, this wasn't in the script.
This better not make the deleted change.
Don't make a deal of that they need to disguise him in any way. They
And of
just do
all
it for
the
fun.
disguises, there's a man wearing a giant old person head.
Hey, we've been...
And they don't like check it or anything.
Yeah.
Plus, that was a broad-shouldered ass woman who fit that dress originally.
Yeah, where'd they get this dress?
Gina Carano type.
Gina Carano. So originally cast, or was it gonna be cast, Burt Reynolds.
Yep.
Yeah.
That makes a ton
But
of
then
sense.
Burt Reynolds read the script and then got sick and couldn't do it.
Well, that was just...
Was it this scene that made him sick and he couldn't do it?
Mr. Reynolds?
Yeah, don't bother. I didn't write anything.
Good work. All right. Finally, Mr. Connery.
Sean had just finished doing Bond, and he was finding it very difficult to get a job. So difficult, in fact, that he agreed to do my picture.
So you think you're dead?
My career's dead.
My career's over. Can't you see that, money Pontiac?
That was a worse effect than the fake knife.
Yeah. The sound effect too.
Oh no, our forever
plastic bubbles, no.
Yeah, victim of its time for sure with the plastic bags all over.
There's a lot of dry cleaning bags.
Yeah, yeah.
And Tom Hanks is caught in a dry cleaning bag. Burt Reynolds, where did you come from?
I've been here the whole time. Give me a famous Chinaman for doing it.
There is no Chinaman category.
Who is Pat Morita?
What kind of car would Zed drive in our reboot? He's got to have a car.
Buick.
A Buick? Make it a little less Planet of the Apes-y. A little more Mad Max-y.
Where is he driving this car? What is he driving?
On the beach. On Murder Rape Beach.
Oh, so instead of horses, they have cars.
Yeah.
No, you mean dirt bikes.
Oh, dirt bikes.
Yeah, dirt bikes is much better.
I
Yeah.
do a smart car.
Ooh.
Yeah, with like
smart car.
side cars that shoot
Yeah,
nets.
there's a guy hanging out on the side of the smart
What
car.
about fancy electric
That's
dirt
pretty good.
bikes, kind of like Batman's motorcycle?
Yeah.
I do it on the ocean, make it a jet ski.
Oh.
Ooh, history of cars. This will really get us up to date. You gotta show us cars past 1974. Come on. Come on.
That's all you get, John Boorman says.
It goes straight from a 1972 Chevette to a flying head in the sky.
Something killed everybody in like 76, and then
what time?
The
when did this
bicentennial
happen?
blinded everybody. They all died except for like
The Americans got carried
Some
away
rich
during the
people.
bicentennial and shot off all their nukes.
You guys want to see some fireworks? So I want you to come up with your own Zardoz cult based on a work of fiction of some sort. For example, if you base it around Fight Club, it's called Fig Lub. The cult is called Devrada. What is it based on? Devrada.
Devil Wears Prada.
Devil Wears Prada. That's correct. Says the guy who can see my screen.
Oh, I didn't see it.
Fat Ding.
Sean Connery's got a fat ding.
Fat Dings. My Big Fat Greek Wedding.
Oh my
Fat
God.
You really shortened that one.
Forump.
Forump.
Forrest Gump.
Forump.
Yeah,
Forrest
Forrest
Gump. Good job. Galorbo. There's no way you're guessing this.
Galorbo.
Galorbo.
Lorbo.
Galorbo. The answer is Doctor Strangelove or How I Learned to Stop Worrying and Love.
Oh my God.
Galorbo. Labia. Think Sex and the City 2. They make a reference to this film in Sex and the City 2.
Yeah, I've
so
never
Lawrence of
seen
Arabia?
that movie.
Lawrence of Arabia. In Sex and the City 2, they go to Dubai. Is that right?
No, I think it's Morocco.
They go to Dubai.
I think it's Dubai.
It was a big time in movies where everybody went to Dubai.
That's funny
like,
because they actually filmed those parts in Morocco, I think.
That might be, yeah.
Because I was in Morocco and it was like, they're filming Sex and the City 2 like an hour from here.
They make a joke. Kim Cattrall, she is like attracted to a Middle Eastern man, and she goes, "Oh, Lawrence of my labia." Hilarious. What a great film.
Lixa.
Licorice Pizza?
Oh, yeah,
Licorice
good job.
Pizza.
You're great at this.
Worship vinyl. It just
Frisbee's
frisbees vinyl everywhere.
Excuse me, what is licorice pizza? Floggerno?
Floggerno?
Yeah.
Floggerno.
Ferngully.
Yeah.
That's more of an anagram, I feel like.
A river runs through it?
Yep, you got it.
Yes.
You got it.
Fucking nailed it. Oh my God, the game. Flowers for Algernon.
Flowers for Algernon.
What? Oh my God.
Wow. Nobody reads that anymore.
All right, we're going to do a Madlibs.
Ooh.
Madlibs. I need a 4-digit number.
42.
4 digits.
4 digits.
So, we just wrote the synopsis for a film. In the year 7625, humans could no longer jizz. Okay. Which causes civilization to become chiseled. A brave leader, Puerto Frank, uses genetic engineering to create a superhuman who can jizz. And he brainwashes his mutant using the works of Charles Olson. The mutant, named Joe Dirt, infiltrates their utopia called antihistamine and teaches the non-jizzers how to jizz using his inner thigh. It defeats their evil AI, Diplodocus, and in the end, the non-jizzers found a new society based on the principles founded in their sacred text, Dianetics. They entice the brutes to join them with the promise of hair jizz gel, as well as sex upside down, lusty wheelbarrow style.
Right.
Did we do it? Was that good?
I would make that movie. I would make that film.
Okay.
That gets a golf clap.
A golf clap. Thank you. Oh my God.
Wait, there's a
You have been aged 12 years. No, not have my face again. My balls are lowering.
I actually enjoyed the movie. Make me half old. Come on.
I've got some highlights from the director's commentary.
Hell yeah.
When I see the film now, I am astonished by my hubris.
Wow.
There's a part where they put him in a cage. You remember this?
Yeah.
And then next to him, there's person in an ape suit.
Mm-hmm.
And then next to that is an actual ape.
Morning, monster. Time for work.
And at some point, the actual ape attacked the man in an ape suit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's stolen valor, dude.
Well, maybe you just thought that was the hottest ape.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, why don't you give me ape tit for 200?
It's not ape tit.
You're an ape slut. Fuck you, dude.
Yeah, slut shame you.
Gorilla, red pill.
Many of the extras were travelers, G-word people.
Basically,
We're not
hippies.
supposed to say that word anymore.
Hippies.
And he talks about how they make the best fucking extras. Here, get naked, get in this plastic tube, and they're like, yeah, all right.
Like actually
No big deal.
Romani people?
My travellers, they're gypsies, and they were great. They didn't mind being shot.
He also said it was difficult to find Irish women who were willing to bare their breasts.
Catholics.
I guess the travelers, no such problem.
There was a lot of screen time for that lady's too.
Like they say, traveling
Which
tits
one?
out. The main psychic girl.
Which one are you thinking of? The one...
The
lady
main
that he
psychic.
goes to in the end.
The girl on the horse.
the titty lady. Got it.
The girl on the
Okay,
horse.
Thanks. But what shape was her titty? They had trouble importing guns.
Oh.
Because of the troubles.
Yeah.
The troubles. Somebody on the crew came up to John Boorman and was like, I can hook you up. I'm in the IRA. I can hook you up.
Oh,
and
shit.
they're like, we're going to find another way to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we need fake guns, not real ones.
Yeah, no kidding.
Budget of the film, $1 million. Sean Connery was $200K. So there's a story that Sean Connery insisted that they pay him to drive himself to set. And so there's this, some people make it sound like he's an asshole who's like, well, I'm driving myself, you better pay me. But in the commentary, he's like, no, he did the math and came to us and was like, well, you're paying for a driver. Give me half that money and I'll drive myself and save the pictures and money. So he's being a nice
Take
guy.
that job away from that.
Is he an
honest
asshole
man.
or is he a nice guy? Which
He's a
is
nice
it?
guy.
After making the film, many times when he would travel to the United States, stay in a hotel, there would be something brought to him. Big fans of the film would bring him something all the time. What is
Green
it?
bread.
It was green bread. People would bring him green bread. I didn't realize that was such a big...
Saving up all our rotten bread.
What a big
John
cult
Boorman
thing, the
again.
green bread.
Let me snack on your green bread, baby.
All this green bread.
Disgusting
How
old
is
rotten
how they
bread.
would turn it green? Would they
Food
bake
dye.
it from
Yeah, you put
food
food
dye?
in the when
No,
you're
you
baking
bake
it.
some-
buy bread and paint the food dye on?
Put in some food dye.
So these people are baking their
No,
own bread
no,
from
no,
scratch.
no. You bake bread and you let it sit around and get green as possible. Wait for John
But
Boorman to get
it's a
around.
very uneven green.
Evolution.
So good.
All right, first take. We got it. Next shot.
Anybody want to do
We
it?
gotta fucking
Want to act it out?
Get this going.
That's pretty good.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, I
Over
can't
top
top
of
that.
that. All right. All right, next clip.
Oh, he's running into a different gunman. Their fall together is really
Well,
stupid.
I mean, most of these are not trained actors, right? These are all travelers from...
Some of them are.
Some of these are real actors.
I mean, it's a solid effect. Went
That
right through her, huh?
That was epically bad.
The way that he pulls his knife out is the worst. Practical filmmaking. Oh God.
Skeletons holding hands.
I never really cared for this ending. It's
Yeah.
fun, but I never really cared for it.
It's just philosophical.
Yeah.
Skeletons holding.
It's a vaguely pretentious.
And then the zoom.
The
What
zoom.
are we referencing with the zoom here? Anybody?
Cave art.
What kind of cave art? Tell me more about cave art.
Original cave art. The hands. It's just like a sense of like, I was here. I'm your ancestor.
Because we find like Neanderthal cave art, it's like that's all that's left. So
Yep.
it's like, oh, humanity will evolve. All that will be left of our civilization will be the handprint and a rusty gun.
And a rusty gun.
But when you think about that, that's inside the Zardoz head. So people are going to go inside a sideways Zardoz head to find that?
Communist film critics loved the film. French communist film critics.
Okay.
Oh, the most authentic of communists.
Yeah, very liberal.
They wanted to give him this good review, so they made him sign a letter stating that the Zardoz mask, this mask right here, was not based on Lenin.
Or Karl Marx.
Right.
Yeah.
So,
which it looks much more like Karl
Right.
Marx.
He says Lenin, and I was like, I'm pretty sure you mean Marx, man.
Yeah.
Like,
It looks a lot like Marx.
With like pointy teeth.
do you think it's based on Karl Marx?
I don't know. I feel
It
like
doesn't really look like him.
they just tried to make a rock
the
head.
austerity.
And this is the best they got.
It looks like anything. It looks like
Margaret Thatcher. I just think it looks like Planet of the Apes, but not.
Yeah, it has a very Planet of the Apes
General
vibe to
Ursa?
it.
Yeah, a scary tiki bar.
Dr. Zaius. Sean Connery lived with John Boorman during the filming, which much of the filming was just around John Boorman's house in Ireland.
That spot looks almost identical today. I googled pictures of it.
You went to Google. But he lived with him, and he said he made a great tenant, that he would clean up after himself, and after they'd eat dinner, he would just go to his room by himself and write poetry.
Crazy.
But he would never show it to anyone. So
Sean
Sean
Connery
Connery
would write poetry?
went to his room by himself and wrote poetry that no one would ever see.
I wonder what his poetry's like.
Yeah.
I'll take Catch the Seaman for 800.
Did he really write poetry that no one ever saw? Or
Yeah.
is this
Drinking.
code for he was fucking my wife?
Oh.
Are we swinging it both ways?
Both.
So the person about to get shot in the face
I
is
love
John
this.
Boorman, the director. This is his cameo.
That guy.
And he got some of the like wadding in the blank embedded in his face.
What?
He had like burning bits of cotton or whatever the hell they use.
Oh,
It's, like,
shit.
embedded in his face. Fun facts.
I love that he's the director and he lets himself get shot.
I deserve this.
That's pretty insane.
Now, according to John
Is
Boorman, Sean Connery did that. That was him.
Yeah.
Which you don't see his face in that shot.
I believe it. I want to believe
I
it.
don't believe it.
Yeah, I want to believe.
I don't believe that.
Who knows? We'll never know.
We'll never know. I looked at it frame by frame. I was like, you don't see his face?
Sounds like a good time, doesn't it, Jeff?
So John
By
Boorman
frame.
wanted to make Lord of the Rings. Got shut down, so he made this instead. And then later he wanted to make Lord of the Rings. Got shut down, so he made Excalibur instead.
I think it's boring.
Boring.
I agree it's boring, but I love it.
You love it, but it's boring.
It's got a bunch of weird soft lighting shots
Yeah,
in
it's
it.
real soft.
And
like almost like the focus puller quit the
Yeah.
first day, and they were like, "What the fuck do we need a focus puller for?"
yeah.
I
And
don't
some
know.
of the
No idea.
armor is very exaggerated.
Yeah. It's like really
so
shiny,
It's
which
highly
doesn't help.
stylized.
How does it compare to Zardoz?
The way he sets up shots in the wilderness are very similar in Excalibur.
Yeah,
as
his
to Zardoz.
exterior
They
shooting
both
is...
filmed outside.
They were
because
both
had a
filmed
low
right
budget.
outside his house.
His exterior shooting is similar, but I don't think Excalibur has anything interesting.
They
or...
just saved some
Well,
money
it's
when
just drawn
shooting
out,
outside.
and it's a story that's been done tons
Do
of
they
times.
do the sword in the stone, but it's his wiener?
I wish. I wish.
You get
pull
so
that
hard
dick
that
out
you're
of
just
the
stuck
rock.
into a thing forever.
Back to John Boorman's Lord of the Rings idea. He wanted to shoot the whole saga as a 3-hour film. Quote,
Yeah.
I saw
One
it
3-hour
as
film.
this big dystopian story. I was going to cast 9 or 10-year-old boys as the hobbits in makeup with beards and things, and then dub them with adult voices. Quote, Jesus, it would have been a disaster. That's the interviewer responding to him saying, Jesus, it would have been a disaster. And John Boorman says, yeah, well, it might have been. He chuckles. So he was like, yeah, you're probably right. So he was like, The next clip is the trailer.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
It's a good trailer.
In a world where people are finally tired of sticking their sticks in the dirt and falling over dead, they found a cult where they can drop into a triangle and find eternal peace and telepathic love. They don't have sex anymore. They just make green bread and drop crystals into their foreheads and stare at lectures made by bonerless dudes.
20th Century Fox presents a movie with guns, but no penis whatsoever. Guns, yeah, guns, oh yeah, guns, get me hard. Sean Connery, point that gun at me, yes!
Marvel at the art. For Zardoz. Come from Sean Connery.
Come for Sean Connery, stay for the beer.
And calculus. Have fun on the slide.
Ouch, that's quite the raspberry, Sean.
Let your kids slide around.
Come for the Hall of Mirrors. Don't shoot yourself. Come see John Boorman's new film. From the maker of Deliverance. You could have seen Burt Reynolds do this. Zardoz.
All right, that was my last thing, my last note. Now, now your turn to lead the discussion for 45 minutes. Go.
Oh, okay. So, what do you think intellectually Zardoz is trying to say?
It says that society will stagnate if it ever attempts to reach a true utopia.
We need
that
death.
there is no true utopia. True utopia is stagnation at best.
Yes, thought-provoking.
Interesting.
Also, can you have a truly
spoken.
utopian society without some sort of subjugated underclass?
It's a lot like Ursula Le Guin's The Ones Who Walked Away from Omelas. Personally, I think it's very influential.
I think it's just about hippies.
Or what does it have to say about, the polarization of wealth?
Oh, I knew I should have gotten a bunch of statues for us to destroy and then reverse the footage.
Some of this
Yeah,
stuff
that's just
seems
it.
like...
We can do it with pumpkins and
We
a
can't-
sledgehammer.
We can't reshoot this. Let's just put it in backwards.
Oh.
I think it's, you gotta...
Is it a class film?
You gotta get hard, you gotta stay hard.
Is it
You gotta keep hard.
a Marxist film?
Did it predict Thatcherism?
Ooh. That's thought-provoking.
The gun is good, the penis is evil, and the Iron Lady is a bitch and a half.
And draw a mustache on. Have
And
a good
is
time.
Played by Gillian Anderson.
She's way too hot to be Thatcher.
She did it, though.
Did she play Thatcher?
Yeah.
What? Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, they must use a lot of Uggo makeup.
Have you seen those photo shoots from all those magazines that she did in the 90s?
Yeah, for like the X-Files era.
No.
You asking me if I've been
they're for
looking at
X-Files.
Gillian Anderson porn?
No, someone just posted a whole thing about
Somebody
her
just
things.
posted.
Yeah, did you
swear
never
to
notice
God.
Gillian Anderson.
Somebody other than me.
She's
I
just
swear to
getting
God.
out of the shower or taking a bath after a long day of X-Filing.
Everyone noticed that.
I was on Gillian Anderson's
Everyone knows that.
hottits.com and like people who were saying all this crazy stuff.
Do you guys see that?
Yeah.
The discourse on Gillian Anderson's hot puss is fucking getting out of control. I'll tell you what he is.
I want to believe it.
I'm a ponytail.
Oh, very good.
Did it invent Inception?
Yeah, this
Not,
is like,
not Inception. The
this
other
movie's
one.
like weirdly influential on a bunch of stuff.
Who's the best shouter? Colby, you're the best shouter.
Yeah, I'm not
oh
very good
man, you're a
shouter.
famous shouter. This is your new microphone.
Get your little dicks out!
Do some comedy bits. Just do like type 5.
I'd rather kill myself! Guns are good! Penises are alright, I like them.
Yeah.
Give me a couple more, throw them in here, and I'll throw some more out.
Oh, you got some pumpkin in the ass.
Pumpkin in my ass.
Penis is just alright with me.
Penis
is just alright, oh yeah. Penis is just alright with me. Penis is alright, better with cheese.
Whoa,
Oh, what? I didn't say that.
20th Century Fox presents Zardoz. The future hopes of mankind depend on one man. And this is a race against time. In a timeless world. A startling look into the future. Our future. Zardoz, a film by John Boorman.
Get your little dicks out! Let's call them all off! Let's nip this in the bud! If we're all worried about dicks or whatever, come on! Guns are good! Penises are alright, I like them. They're gone! Anyway, here's some guns!